Oh, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Hold, please. Forgot to do something. Always forget to do at least one thing. I'm talking about a challenge my YouTube friend Lisa, one of Lisa's shows, putting on for October. And this is open to any craft. She is a sewing and crafting channel, kind of like mine. She also shares some of her cooking. This is her little, okay, and that's the hashtag you will need to use if you want to participate. The hashtag is hashtag finish that whip 2024. Let's finish our whips, take a work in progress, that's a whip, and finish during the month of October. Post your finished whip on Instagram on October 30th using the hashtag and tag Lisa at One Lisa Show. Any handcraft welcome. Prizes will be drawn. I'm going to go through my whips that I keep at the end of my table here, and I keep them there to encourage me to finish them. So far, that hasn't worked. I did finish a few in the very beginning when I thought I would last year. Yeah, I thought if I came on here and I kind of shared my whips and got the word out about Lisa's challenge for October. And like I said, anything's available. Like if you started a journal, finish your journal and then share it on Instagram on the 30th of October with that hashtag. And the hashtag is in the title of this video as well. And tag Lisa at One Lisa Show. So let me show you. I showed the girls in mine, Renee's, in the crafting chat last week. So I thought I'd come clean, and I'm going to share what I was holding in the picture is my pile of stuff. So let's start with this bag. And this came from Lexington Medical Center where I had my son. And this is the bag I've had the longest, I think. Yes, because I started these dresses for my nieces who are now in their 20s, and one has children of her own. So these will no longer fit my nieces because they're both in their mid-20s. So good morning, Janet, Ann, and Angie. So I'm going to show you this. Okay, the dress is finished. The jacket just needs its sleeves. The top of the dress is fully lined. The jacket is fully lined. So I have this dress, and I'll have to review what sizes they are. So this is the pansy dresses. So there's one that's nearly finished. And this is the pattern I used, New Look 6619. And this is the other dress with pins still in it that I hope haven't rusted. Let's see. Just looking to see. So they're a size 8. I think they're size 8. Yeah, size 8. Well, the one that's not made is a size 8. I don't know if I made them the same size or not. There's zippers for them and everything is down in here. So pansy dresses, that's one. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick out the ones that I'd like to get finished. This is one. And then I guess I could offer these up as one of Lisa's prizes if she wants me to. I don't know if anybody would want them, but they're size 8 little girl dresses. I think they're both size 8. So there's that one. But what I was going to say is I'm going to do a poll, and the ones that I'm going to do, I might put up as a poll and maybe focus on the 1 or 2 that get the most votes. Another bag from Lexington Medical Center. This is from more recently. I think this is when Scott had his sinus surgery, because they don't give these pretty bags anymore. And this one is a crochet project. And I'm not even sure what size I was making on this, but I need to finish it. I keep pulling the sleeve out. All this needs is I need to go ahead and finish this sleeve and add that sleeve. And then this little baby sweater would be finished. So that's a crochet project. So that would be an option there. Oh, and apparently I was making some yellow flowers because they're in here and there's some yarn in there. So I don't know if I was following a pattern for the yellow flowers, but they're in there too. So there's that. Now this bag is one I made from some 5-inch squares, and it has the yarn and stuff for this doll, and she just needs her head finished. See, I got up to the part where I was adding her eyeballs, and it doesn't look like I put the little stoppers on, and I bet I've lost those. Maybe they're in the bottom of the bag. But I need to make the front of her overalls in this changing color. See, her overalls come up, and the bottom of her overalls is actually part of her body and her feet. And then you make a little bib to put on the front, and then she needs the top of her head and her ears and her hair put on. So that's another crochet project in there. So that's crochet, and this one was crochet. And that's sewing. Now, this one, I'm not sure what is in here. Oh, I've got this blue yarn and a metal crochet hook that I think I was making little flowers to go on the start of this little bag. And it's another one of those like pouch bags. And I rounded the top of this one. So this would fold up and this would fold over. And I think this one's almost too narrow, but I'll finish it. It says handmade. It's just a little pouch you could put your phone in. If I put a long enough strand on it, it could be like a day shopping where you put just maybe a little portfolio slid down in there in your phone, and you could go shopping and not have all that weight. And I've been adding stitching into the denim, and then I added just stuff. And then I am making flowers, so I could make some more flowers. This is one of the ones I was making. That one didn't turn out 5-petal, but yeah, that's what's in there. So that's a slow stitching project, which I already have 2 slow stitching projects in the works. All right, these are both size 1 little dresses, and I messed these up the first time. That's why they got shoved into the whip, because I miscut the skirts. I didn't cut enough skirt panels. You can see how full the skirt is. So these dresses, I'll pull them out and show them to you. So this is one that I could do. It is for a size 1 breast measurement of 20 inches. So basically this is for like a 6-month-old baby. And I had cut out two dresses. And one was going to be this fabric. And the other little dress has the little birds here. And I messed up. So I went and I bought fabrics for the skirts. And I can't remember which is which. But I need to press them and cut the skirts out. I haven't even cut the skirts out yet. Since this has to be pressed, I'm going to turn it the right side out. Technically, when you cut things out, you should always put your fabric right sides together. At least that's how I was taught in home ec. So this will be the skirt for, I think, the little flowers. So like this is here. And I've got this pinned together because that's got to be stitched because it has like a little bit there. But yeah, see, that'll be the skirt for this one. And then this will be the skirt for the other one. So again, this is something I don't have anyone to give these to anymore. But I could, hold on to them just in case I happen to get invited to a baby shower, which I really doubt. I just don't know very many young people having babies right now. Scott and I aren't social butterflies. So there's this here. Yeah. And so that'd be the skirt for this one. This will fold down and, this is a pin to sew. So I've got 2 size 1 vintage dresses to do. I'm going to slide those back in. Got all the pieces here. I even picked up some very colorful buttons to add. So that's another work in progress that's sewing related. Oh no, I got them out. Can I get them back in here? I dropped the buttons. I'll have to pick those up. All right, so there's that. I'm going to show you the larger projects, but I probably will not take them on for October. But I am going to keep these smaller projects aside. In this box are a big project. This is my box for batiks, the stuff that looks like tie-dye. And these are all hand quilting threads in all these rainbow of colors that I was going to do some fancy stitching to quilt this together by hand. That's one reason I would not add this as a whip that's going to get finished. Hi, Helen. So I have green and gold, and then blue, a purple, and a pink. And that's for the hand quilting project that I will not be doing, but I will show it to you. This was part of Pat Sloan's quilt along for 2022 called Sweet Dreams. And that's the layout of the quilt. And I'm going to show you the center part. And I have all of the blocks finished for this outer border, but I got to get it added. And I'll show you the quilt so far. I did not do mine like she did hers. Mine is batiks, so it's a lot more colorful. And I want to make sure I put the heart right side up this time. So this is the quilt as it is right now. And it'll have another border of, I think they're 10 or 12-inch blocks that go around that. So this is going to be a big quilt. This will be a big quilt. So I'm going to put that back down like that. And then this is all of the blocks. And I've already got them how I want them, so I'm not going to show you all of those. But that's the rest of the blocks for that outer edge. And I bought another batik for another binding if I needed it. All right, so that's a project I'm not going to say is going to be a work in progress. This one, this would be such an easy fix. I just need to recut the front of the dress because I did a full bust adjustment way too much. Learning. It was a learning thing. So this is a simple dress. And I just got to get the pattern piece out and recut the front, put the darts back in, sew up the sides. And I think that's it. Oh, the sleeves will have to, I think you use bias tape. But this is the dress. And like I said, I'm going to leave it sewn at the shoulders because I've already put the facing in it. And I'm just going to take these darts out, and I'll take my pattern piece and just recut the sides, down the sides, and then put the darts back in. This is like maybe an hour, hour and a half, and it would be fixed. And I would have another dress in my closet that I now will have to probably hold till next spring to wear because it's starting to get cooler. Now this one I was started for somebody in the community, and it may not fit the child anymore, but this was a pattern that Mel Joy gave to Janet Nash, and Janet Nash sent it to me. And I'm making the little dress in the background. And do you want to know what this needs? It needs the zipper and the sleeves. So I got the zippers part way in. I'm putting the zipper in the way I like to put the zipper in, where you sew to the point where the zipper goes at the back, and then you increase the length of your stitches where the zipper is going to go, and you go ahead and you sew that seam up and then press it open, and then you lay your zipper over it like so. See, it's pinned in place. Now I'm going to hand baste it in place because pins make it difficult to put the zippers in properly. So I'll hand baste this with a color of thread that will be easy for me to see and pull out. And then I'll take it to my machine, and I'm going to stitch as close to where the teeth are on the zipper as I can. Take out the basting thread. Then you come back where you use those long stitches, and you kind of just pull your seam open. You can see there's a stitch right there. You just pop those stitches loose, the length of the zipper, and then voila, the zipper is exposed and you can use it. So this is a little dress. It is a size 2. It gives the chest measurement in centimeters, 53 centimeters or 21 inches. So this would be for like a 1 to 24 month child. So again, this is another work in progress that would be really easy for me to finish. So this one will go down here with the other little girl dresses, because the little girl dresses could be finished quickly. But again, they're only a size 1. So I think what I have here on the floor, I have 1. Well, there's 2 dresses in that bag, 2 in there. So there's 5 little dresses, the dress for me, and then that bag. And then I have 2 crochet projects there. I think that's plenty for me to do for Lisa's challenge for finishing in October. You only have to do 1 to be in. So, but I do want to finish showing you guys what's in the whips. So my whips, I wanted to make my whips fit in just this box, but as you can see, they grew out of the box. So now I'm going to go over, I think this is a pattern piece I need for that. All right, so this was made with some squares that I had. When I'm done with cotton fabric, I try to cut the squares into squares that you would use in a quilt, like 2.5, 3.5, 4.5, or a 5, which a 5-inch square is called a nickel. Then you have cake squares that are like, I think, 10 inches square. So if I have a remnant, like the Project Dress-A Girl dresses, I could go through all of those scraps, cut them down, and they'd be ready to throw a quilt together in a moment's notice. I'd have the squares cut, all I'd have to do. And that's what this was made from. All right. All right. This is one I just put together on my own. And I've added a red border. I added the colored border and another red border. And then I had some pieces left. So I made like little barcodes for two sides. See, there's one on each end. And this is a good size for like a toddler. I think all kids should have a blanket that they have that's for comfort. Like if they've had a bad day at school or daycare, they can come home and get that blanket that can help them comfort themselves. Some people don't believe in comfort blankets, but I always have. So I have additional fabrics that were used in that quilt. So I keep these in case I decide maybe I want to do a pieced back for this. I think that's what I had this for, was to make a pieced back. You know, just sew these together so they'd be just big patches together. But I may also get some fabric that's just a solid fabric for the back, or a tone on tone for that. So there's that. This was one I recently started, and it was all because of a picture I saw on Pinterest. And it's just a couple cats with a heart. And I was going to add a border to this and then make a wall hanging. And I'm thinking when we get to where I can do this, I have a bunch of quilted wall hangings that I'm thinking of hanging in the hallway to decorate the hallway. Then this is just some lining fabric that we have purchased curtains from Kohl's in our bedroom. Well, the room we're using is our bedroom now. And they're supposed to be like blackout curtains, but they're not really. And our neighbor down below us, they leave their front light and their back light on all the time. They never turn them off. They're not motion sensitive. They're just on all the time. And I have already lined one of those with I had a bunch of pieces of lining, and I kind of just put them together to make it wide enough for the curtain. And then I picked this up as a remnant, and I've already pre-washed it and everything. I just need to sew it to the back of the curtain. So technically I could add that as a work in progress, but that's not nearly as much fun as the little dresses and stuff. All right, this, another quilt project. So the quilt projects will not be part of this month's thing. I did a friendship star swap with Janet Nash and one of the Kathy D. Was that right? But anyway, I made this up, and this would be a baby quilt with the friendship stars. It'd be a good size for a baby quilt. It's kind of neutral. I mean, it could be for a boy or a girl. Not sure why I used black for the binding, or I mean the sashing, but I did. All right, now there's some random things in here that I'm not sure need to be in here, and I might take them out. I have this sweater knit I think I bought to make a sweater out of. It's really soft. And so that I'm going to put somewhere else. Oh, and this. I really wanted this to work out. But you can see the struggle is real for me with sewing knits. And this is like super stretchy knit. I finally got the side seams to lay, but the hem looks like hell. And the sleeves look awful. And I don't know. I'm thinking I might just throw this in the donate pile and let it go away. Bye, Greg.
Bye. Hope you have a good day.
You too. I do have extra fabric. I might have enough here to try a t-shirt with it, but I really think this is going to just get thrown in the going to donate. And that was a pattern put out by Stephanie Farrell Focus. And I bought it, and I am going to try again. Stephanie, I'm not giving up on your pattern. I really want it to work. I think where I went wrong is I tried to do it with a fabric I'm way unfamiliar with, and I just struggled through it. So that'll get put somewhere else. And now this, I have no idea why these are in here. All right, the batik I'll take and put with the batiks. But I got a bunch of random fabric in here. I think they're remnants that I bought. We'll put all the batiks together. And I maybe was thinking I would use some of these for Project Dress a Girl or something, but they're all cotton. I love this bicycle fabric. These just need to be added to my stash or my quilt stuff under the bed. Same here. This was a remnant that I bought to make my Barbies some disco dresses. So I'm going to put the quilt projects back in the bottom of this. Like so. And then I guess I need to write down the ones I do want to do up. So I will do a poll and let you guys vote on which ones to do. And this stuff I'm going to put away. I need to put that fabric away. All right. So those are my works in progress for Lisa at One Lisa Show. And there's the details. And you have to use that hashtag and post your finished work in progress on October 30th. Wait until the 30th so they all go up at the same time. And that way it'll be very easy for Lisa to find them. And then tag One Lisa Show so she sees them. I know that Minerva has offered up a gift card, which is a company that sells fabrics. And then Wawak is a supply store that sells all kinds of stuff. But I will also say, if you're a business and you want to donate a prize to this works in progress, contact Lisa on Instagram at One Lisa Show. She's also a YouTube channel at One Lisa Show. One Lisa Show is her channel. And let her know if you want to donate a prize. It's all for fun. It'll get us finishing up these things we've had around, some of them for years. And yeah, so that's my plan. And I will let you guys go. I know Mary's planning to come on this morning, she said. And yeah, sorry, Stephanie, this is going to the donation box. I just given up on it. And I'll try again with some other fabric. I'll see you guys later. I just wanted to get the word out about this for Lisa. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.